Data doesn't lie, your go-to for the science behind the art of parenting.
Hi folks, welcome to this week's video. This week we are completing our mini series on the screening test we do in the newborn period, and we're talking about the blood test. So stick with me and let's dig right in. So the blood test we do in the newborn period is really again, it's a public health service. It's a screening test. It is not meant to confirm a diagnosis. There are subsequent steps based on what we find that will confirm a diagnosis. Now, what it is, it's blood test. It's a heel stick. So we poke the baby's heel and we put those drops of blood on a piece of paper, specialized type of paper. And then we send that test with names and identifiers to the state lab based on whatever state you're in. Will go to your state lab. And each state has a specific test that it runs on that blood spot that it gets. And the test it runs with the algorithms is set up in such a way that it can use dried blood to give us accurate and valid results. Now, there are probably 60 or more different diseases that have a screening test in place, but each state generally runs about 29 to 35 different tests or tests for different diseases. And I'll put a link in the description box below on where you can actually just enter the state you're in, and it will tell you what test to run on your newborn screen for that state. Now, when we send off the test, when we do the test, we want to do it after 24 hours of life, because there are some diseases that may be missed if it's done before 24 hours of life. Again, because a baby's metabolism is waking up, and that test is again repeated at 7 days of life once baby has established a good enteral feeding pattern, which again is essential to detect some other type of disease. And then in premature babies, we particularly do it. We're very specific about when we do it. So we'll do that first one. We'll do the second one at a week of life, week to 10 days of life. And then we will repeat it at the third one when they're a month old. Again, because premature babies are developing a little slower than term babies would have. So when we send it to the state lab, then the state lab would tell us it's, there's screen positive for whatever it is. And then the physician is notified, the pediatrician is notified, and then the family is notified. And then you come back in for the test that you need to do at that point. There's no, every baby gets it. You don't have to consent to it, but you can opt out of it and say you don't want to take it done for religious reasons, one way or the other. There are a multitude of diseases that are tested on this, like sickle cell. It's also PKU is the other name for the newborn blood test, but that's not the only disease tested on there. It was just the first screening test that was developed, I think, in like 1960. So the test has become synonymous with PKU, but that's not the only thing tested. So if you hear PKU in the hospital, that's what we're looking for. It's the same test. If you have any questions, let me know, share, like, and subscribe, and I will put that link in the description box below. I'll see you guys next week.